What's going on, you guys? What's going on? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Miss, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What's the tea and what is going on today? All right. So, we're gonna go ahead and get into today's topic of the matter, and that is this RHOA beef between Miss Kelly Potter and Drew Sidora, which is so crazy that they're even having a beef anyway. Now, listen, y'all know that the season finale of The Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming on this Sunday, and it will be followed by the reunion. And so the interviews are galore right now. So Kelly Potter did an interview with Carlos King, and she touched on a couple of different topics. Now, what I'm getting from this originally came from the Reality with the King podcast, but the Jasmine brand reposted this. So Kelly Potter wanted the record to reflect that she's always been her. So during a conversation with TV producer and host Carlos King, Kelly reflected on her track record and made it clear that she didn't switch up her life just because she joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta last season. According to Kelly, the luxury lifestyle viewers see her living on the Bravo series is something that she was already accustomed to long before her rookie season. She also claimed that she really set the standard for many of her RHOA co-stars, saying some are now working with her former stylist and creating content inspired by the blueprint that she helped establish. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and get into this part of what she said, but we also got to get into the fact that Drew Sidora came back with a clapback. Let's get into it.
It was nothing from Atlanta Housewives that I wanted, right? It was no person, it was no thing, it was no relationship that I had fantasized about that I would want my life to look like. That's not my thing. I've had all of those things. I've really had all of those things. The homes, the cars, the money, I've had all of it. Like, it was nothing that anyone on the show could do that would impress me. I mean, if you look at it, I came in my first season and really set the standard for a lot of these ladies.
In what way?
Oh,
no, tell me, I want to know.
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, when it comes to fashion, when it comes to content, they weren't doing content in season 16. Nobody had their own videographer and photographer. Elliot and I have been working together for 8 years prior to me even filming. When it came to events, I always did events. You can look back on my page. I didn't host an event at Williams-Sonoma because of being on this show. No, I've hosted several events with Williams-Sonoma prior to being on the show. When it comes to Balmain, I hosted a birthday party in Balmain. Shut down the store. These women can do that because they really don't shop in the stores.
What do they shop at?
I gotta ask them. I don't know, wherever they can return. Okay. Police escorts. When it came to police escorts, I've always had a police escort. Like security. I mean, these things for me, it's just like, this is a joke for me. I just feel like maybe they don't want to give me my flowers, but I set a lot of standards for these ladies.
Well, okay,
I did.
Well,
I mean, they're using the stylist now, which is it's all good, you know? Like, they're all using the stylist. They all look like his proteges.
Okay, so I'm going to give... Okay.
Which is cute.
No. Okay,
it's cute. They needed it. Did they not? They needed it. And you know that they did. And I love that for them. They should. You should be spending the money. Y'all make enough? You should be reinvesting in yourselves and your careers. Absolutely. I just got here. I'm not making nowhere near what y'all making, but been doing this. Even with the stylist, I was with him for years prior to being on the show. He can't knock that. He can't deny that. Hello? I'm just telling you that. Okay. I'm just making sure you're tuned in.
I answered the door.
Okay.
So that was Kelly talking to Carlos about how she set the standard for her RHOA co-stars. Now, a lot of people feel like when she's talking about like fashion and all that other crap, she's pretty much not really giving the kudos to where it belongs. You know, a lot of people says that when it comes down to Real Housewives of Atlanta, the person that set the tone for or the standard for fashion first was really Marlo Hampton when she came into the fold during season 4. And one could agree with that. I mean, I don't have to like Marlo to give her credit for that because she definitely did. But here's my thing though. Here's my thing about it. I don't think that she's talking about RHOA overall, though. I think she's only talking about her own season 16. I think she's talking about the cast that she's on. I don't think that she's talking about over time. This is what's happened with, you know, the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast from season 1 on up. I think she's only talking about season 16. Because if we're really being honest here, during season 16, Kelli was a fashion girl in my eyes. I felt like her and Britt were fashion girls on that show, and they were the ones that was really turning it up with the fashion. If you watched, if you saw Bingeworthy's video from when he did like what was it? Most likely Peach Game on his video. Um, when all the girls was asked who brought it with the fashion the most, everybody said Kelli. Everybody said that the fashion moments all belong to Kelli. Now, Kelli might not be giving the fashion this season. It could be because she ain't got no money like that this time around. It could be the reason. Who knows? I don't know. But, you know, at the same point in time, though, you know, that's just the basis of that. Like, she was the one giving fashion on her first season. Now, when it comes down to it, Drew Sidora came and she came back with the clap back for Miss Kelli, and she says that a true fashion girl never has to announce it. The outfits speak for themselves. And then she tagged Marlo, Sheree, and Sonya Richards Ross, and she said it was a throwback. Now, this is what happened. So the RHOA star shared what looked like a throwback clip of herself out in New York City with a few franchise alums. While the post seemed innocent at first glance, Drew said it to her track Delulu and paired it with the pointed caption, "A true fashion girl never has to announce it. The outfit speaks for themselves." I think that Drew needs to shut the hell up. I think that Drew is not a fashionista. She's never been a fashionista. So I think out of all people, Drew should have just shut her damn mouth up. Cause girl, this don't apply to you. No, seriously, this don't apply to you because you ain't never been no fashion girl yourself. Like, girl, when you came on the show, the first season, and listen, I like Drew for the most part. Now, Drew been getting on my nerves. Drew gets on my nerves, has gotten on my nerves this season, absolutely. But to be quite honest, when she first came on the show, she was not a fashion girl. They was laughing at her wigs, laughing about her clothes. Like, if you looked at her fashions on season 13, you could see that she wasn't a fashion girl. Season 14, Portia got her some go naked wigs and she started looking very decent. Then not only was her wigs looking good, but some of her fashions were looking good. I just think that out of all people, I feel like Drew should be the last person speaking on this. If anybody on the show wanted to respond to what Kelli had to say, I would have accepted that from Portia, or I would have accepted that from who else on here that's like I would say like does really well with fashion. I'd say Portia. Portia is probably the only person on this show that I could have could have respected enough to respond. Like, she's the only one. Because let's be all the way real. I'm not a fashion boy. I don't get into fashion. Like, I'm just not a fashion boy. Like I don't really dress up. I don't try to go for looks. I just wear what I want to wear. Like, that's just me. Like, just Southern boy, Mississippi boy, whatever you want to call it, country boy, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a fashion boy, so I don't go out of my way to be, judging people's fashions and all this other shit. Like, I don't. But I just think that Drew was the last person that should have been speaking on anything about fashion because she is not a fashion girl herself. Like, girl, please calm down. You're not, that doesn't apply to you. You are not a fashion girl. Please stop. Like, I don't know what it is about Drew this season, but Drew has really worked my everlasting nerves. And I just need for her to just be quiet because she looks like a clown at this point. Because, girl, shut up. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all. How do you feel about what Kelli Potter had to say? And do you think that Drew was right in her response? Okay. Now, listen, before we get up out of here, let me remind you guys that tonight is the Chasing panel. The depending on if Chasing LA comes out tonight, because y'all know they've been late a couple of times, and this ain't no shade, because y'all know I love me some Chasing reality. Y'all know this. I mad respect, work with them, love them, but you know, this last episode was late as a motherfucker. So I don't know. So we're gonna say that the Chasing panel coming out tonight. So we're gonna do the Chasing panel tonight at 9:30. I think that Jamar and Jeremy won't be on the panel tonight because Jeremy is coming into town tonight around 9. So during that time, Jamar will probably be picking him up from the airport. So I don't think that they would even be on the panel. It's probably just gonna be me, Carl, Tramiel, T, and I bring in Nikki. But that's pretty much the gist of that, y'all. But that's pretty much it for that. Then we got the Bill Collective reunion. That live will probably be Saturday, because I know Friday we have a party to go to Friday night. So I'm gonna see how that's gonna go, which the reunion will mark the return of Roast and Review this week. So next week. So I'm looking at Tuesday for Roast and Review. We're gonna see. But that's about it, you guys. So with that being said, make sure you guys go and pick up my book. That's Why You're Lonely. It's available right now on Amazon and Kindle Books. Part 2 of this book. We're getting ready for the edits right now, honey. We're getting ready for the edits. I'm thinking that the book may come out in January when the scene ATL returns. Just for more exposure, more, whatever. But it may be coming out in January. That's what I'm looking at. I don't know. But we'll see. But make sure you pick up part 1, because if you don't have part 1, how the hell you gonna get into part 2? Okay, so go ahead and pick up part 1. All right. So with that being said, this be your boy ScottyByNatureTV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.